you know, I mean, he was.
Yeah.
We talked about it before, but he was a homosexual.
Yeah, he's definitely gay as shit.
Yeah.
Every fun teacher you had in elementary school was gay as shit.
Yeah.
Like, Mr.
Just don't
Larrabee.
realize it.
Oh, I shouldn't have said his name, but whatever. But there's this guy who's just like the funnest first grade teacher. He's like
Right.
singing songs. And he's like, he took us to see him in Peter Pan or some shit. And he's just like, he like comes out in tights. And I'm like, man, he is so creative and cool. My mom's like, yeah, Mr. Larrabee's gay. And I was like,
no,
what? When
That's
you're
basically
little
what
and you
the
think it's
situation was. We had a gay music teacher. There was a lot of fucking fun. They replaced her with this Greek bitch, and she fucking sucked dick, dude. She oh man! So like we had remember box tops for education, where if you bring in
from cereal.
Yeah. So our school had like a goal, like if we got to fucking $2,000 whatever $500, $2,000 whatever the amount was in box tops, they would like there was like a prize, and so the options were there was 3 things that everyone kind of voted on initially as like ballot options, because everything had to tie into like teaching kids about democracy or whatever,
right? Some bullshit.
So there's like different, and then there was like a write-in option. So it was like either the principal kisses a pig or whatever. They get like a fucking pig from a farm, and then she had to kiss it. That was the one that ended up winning. The principal ended up kissing a pig. But
stupid bitch.
Yeah. And then there was a couple other ones, but then there was this kid Chris who was like. Me and my friend Anthony, we were like friends with him. We were all on the baseball team together, and we all like sucked. And but like Chris was at like the sort of the bottom of that pecking order in between me, Anthony, and Chris or whatever. And Chris was like kind of like he was just like a dumbass. He was like aloof and like didn't think about shit. So they put out like the ballots of like what you could vote for to happen if we got like the box tops. And so in a write-in space, and these are anonymous. They just hand one to everyone. They're anonymous, and he wrote his name at the top for some reason. And then in the like other section, he writes down, Mrs. Vasilio should jump off the school and kill herself.
Jesus Christ.
And then he erases his name and turns it in, but his name's still like clearly visible. And then he got like suspended and had to like write an apology to the
that one was probably so sad. She's like some fucking overworked, like single. Because there's a specific type of like uptight Greek woman who's like 36, has never fucked because she still lives at home with her fucking parents and shit. And she's probably just like trying to get through the fucking day, and then it's like she sees this shit. Couldn't relate to kids as a child, and then as a
now
teacher.
Has to be a teacher.
It's like even now she's getting bullied.
I hated her though.
Well, I had like
I had an Offspring CD that she took from me.
Oh no!
I wasn't even fucking like trying to put it on or anything. I just had it with me, and she's like, "You can't have this."
That's parental advisory stick.
Yeah.
Oh, what a bitch!
I'm like, my parents bought it for me.
Was she that kind? Was she like a spinster, or do you think she have a family and shit, or do you know? Do you remember?
No, I mean, I'm 6. I'm just like, she's a bitch.
Yeah, 6. Okay. Because I remember,
fuck this bitch.
I remember I had a fucking terrible music teacher who I was like, this guy fucking sucks. But it was clear that he was just a fucking loser. He was just he was going through a divorce. I found out later.
Yeah.
He had a fucking terrible. I was like, why is this guy's hair so stupid? He had the worst wig you've ever seen in your fucking life.
Oh, I had a teacher like that in high school who taught government, and he would wear suits, and there was no reason to wear suits. It wasn't a private school, and he was also a magician. So he would like, we're gonna start the class with a magic trick. We're gonna do like one magic trick. Yeah. He was the guy. He was the guy I told this story before about who called the retarded kid professor. I told you that there's a retarded kid in the class and be like, who's got the answer to that? You, professor? No? Okay. I told this story, right?
I think so. But still, that's so fucking funny.
Yeah, and he had this like piece of shit like fucking like a mid '90s Buick Regal with the trunk didn't close, so it was like held shut by a bungee cord. Just fucking like boom, boom, boom. As he like went over, and me and my dad ran into him at the grocery store one time, and he was like wearing some like shitty, not like a nice tracksuit, but that like I don't know what the material is. A real loud fucking swooshes, that swooshy fucking
nylon,
material, tracksuit.
Yeah.
And he had a shopping cart just filled with fucking Velveeta, like Mac and she,
dude.
yeah,
a grown ass man, fucking,
and that whole neighborhood is all just like people that have been divorced. It's all like fucking, just shitty. Half of them were like, Section 8 condos, I guess. So he was probably divorced, and he's like, oh, hey, how's it going? And like he had this instant reaction when he saw me, where he like didn't know what to hide first. So he was just like, hello.
Just punched you and ran.
Yeah, every part of it was fucking embarrassing.
Jesus Christ.
I had a teacher in middle school who first semester we could tell she was going through a divorce, and then she like would tell us like, I'm not living with Rob anymore. And then she'd be like, she'd start talking about her roommate. I guess it was like maybe 9th grade. She started talking about her roommate, and then by the end of second semester, she was in a lesbian relationship with her with her construction worker roommate Jill.
Hell yeah!
And then, but it was so funny because like at the beginning of the year, we'd like be reading normal books. Like
I love the lesbians that look like Playmobil figurines.
Oh, this woman
she's like, well, I'm a construction worker, so I always wear the boots. She never takes a utility belt off. She needs everyone to know how much of a fucking lesbian she is.
She had a straight up Jerry curl, like blonde Jerry curl mullet.
Oh yeah,
Jill. And I was on the debate team, so Ms. Roberts, the teacher, was also the debate coach, so that's how I knew about her personal life. And but in English, like the beginning of the year, we were reading like Tale of Two Cities, or like the books you read in high school. And then by the end of the year, like every book was femlit. Like we were reading like The Yellow Wallpaper, Kate Chopin's The Awakening. It was all like, this is what men drive women to do. They carry babies to term for 9 months, and they always turn on you. And you know that there was no such thing as postpartum depression until very recently, and women were in their own prisons. And yeah, she was just like going absolutely nuts at us, and we were like, is this going to be on the test? Or? Sorry.
No, I had an English teacher that very fat woman, and she
dude, oh fuck yeah.
She fucking she had like, we had to read nothing but like like we read A Raisin in the Sun, and we read like a lot of August Wilson plays. Yeah, and but then she also had like an adopted black son. So she was like, this is like, nobody said woke like 10 years ago. She was this fat bitch. She's like, and I have to explain to my son. But she was like, a big fat de Blasio.
Oh, she was so
That's right. And me and my friend used to laugh, because I remember my friend was black, and we used to laugh about like just her at home, like painting her face black as she like reads these plays. And she's like, this is me.
I had a teacher,
making her like adopted son kiss her face.
I had a teacher like me and my friend Alex were like best friends in high school. I guess we were like disruptive, and she fucking hated us. And her name was Kitty Hair, so we used to call her Pussy Hair all the time.
Oh,
like
yes,
we'd be like, oh yo, we're in Pussy Hair's class together this semester. Like we got the schedules. I remember we sat down one day. She's like, I will not be having this. I will not be having you in the same class. She like gets like red in the face, and so she switched our schedules around. So we just decided to like ignore the schedule switch. So we'd like come to class like in the same, like at the same period every week, and she like literally lost it. She got the administration involved. And then we just lie and be like, I don't know what she's talking about. She's making this up.
How the fuck did that work? How did just claiming a teacher lied work, and you got to stay in the same class?
Well, I'm sorry, Mrs. Bitch, but the children are saying that you're lying.
Pussy Hair, dude. Fucking bitch. Yeah, she only had, she had no kids, but she had a dog named Buddha, and she just keep talking about her Buddha.
Yeah.
And
it's so funny how
she's
like
talking about her pussy.
The education system is like filled with so many just adult dumbasses.
Oh yeah, because it's not a valued profession.
Yeah,
like if you're paid as much as a doctor.
We had an assistant principal in middle school that used to like be like, I'd like to see Omid in my office, please. And then he would call for this kid who would just help him with Final Fantasy VII. He would just play in his office. Like during lunch, he would go help him.
Incredible, dude.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
The coolest gym teacher in high school was this guy, Coach Cobert, and like we fucking loved him. Everyone loved him. And then like one day there's just fucking news trucks in front of the school.
Oh no.
And yeah, he was fucking his teacher's aide. She was so hot, dude. I can't explain.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
What?
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong? She was 17 years old. No, she was like a student. Like, okay. She had like a period where she was so fucking hot. And then like everyone was like, "Free Cobert." I would have done it too.
Yeah, dude. There was this one coach who was just like the coolest, smoothest dude, and he was just like he was the football. He played for the he like was in the league for a while in the NFL for a sec, and then he just like he coached a track team. He was like a smooth jazz like keyboard guy, just a distinguished old black dude. And later you just found out that like almost literally every girl he coached on the track team, like literally the day they turned 18, he fucked them. Like he was just like he had like a schedule. He'd date like every single one.
Why the hell wouldn't you? You know, that's my question.
God, I'm just saying, it's pretty funny.
If the berries are ripe for picking, that's the old expression goes.
One time I was a telemarketer in high school.
Where
I worked for this. I mean, literally straight up aided the housing crisis. I worked for a company called American Government Mortgage. It was just like it might as well have been called Official Real Ass Mortgage. Like they're straight up trying to trick dumbasses into thinking the government wants them to refinance. And so I worked for them, and then I looked up the gym teacher's name, like this guy fucking Mr. Small, his name was Cleon. Yeah. And I was like, and I just looked up his number, and I was just like, just because I had gotten somebody else on the football team a job there, and I just got pulled the most childish fucking prank. We just called his house, and we were like, "Hi, is this Mr. Cleon Small?" Or I was like, "Is this Mr. Small?" He was like, "Yes." And it was like, "We're calling from like." I think literally like gaysex.com. It was some kind of gay porn site. And I was like, your account is way overdue. You owe thousands of dollars to gaysex.com. He was like, who is this? And I was like, how'd you get this? I was like, I'm sorry, sir, is your username AssMasterCleon7? And that was like, and he was like, who the fuck is this? I think he literally said like, Stavros. It was like he literally said somebody's name. It wasn't mine, but he like yelled at students. He knew it was like a fucking student. And
man, prank calling is so much fun.
It was the best,
I used to do it a lot, but we'd never think of anything that good.
Yeah.
Like, it would just
it's always like, is this Brian? Wait, shut up. You're fucking gay, dude. Sorry, I didn't think anything else other than
I remember one time, one of the best laughs from a prank call that I ever remember was one time we just prank called a random person, and my friend was like, hey, is this, he was like, who is the guy was like, who is this? And my friend was like, Mike. He was like, Mike, who's like, Mike Long? And there's like, he looked around and got like this fucking inspiration. He was like, Mike, long dick in your mouth. And we all lost it. We were like, ah! Mike, that's the level of fucking.
That's such a bad joke.
Michael told me when he was in college, there was every dorm, they didn't have internet, but every dorm had a phone, and you could like call random numbers and it was untraceable. And he called one girl up once, and it was like, she like picked up and he couldn't think of anything. He goes, I'm gonna kill you.
My favorite Michael story.
I'm gonna kill you.
He told me it was like when he was like 13, he was hanging out with friends in the woods, and then they pulled out cigarettes and started smoking them, and he like got scared and ran away. I just sprinted away from the group of them smoking cigarettes. Well, like running away. Not just being like, no, thank you.
Fuck, dude. I was scared of weed
so much.
Yeah, he's funny. Funny guy.
Too bad he's dead.
Yeah, he died, dude. He got killed by the police after threatening that poor woman.
that was.
Yeah, I should do more prank calls.
Yeah, why not? I would like a nice prank call.
It's
another
We
classic.
called this girl in high school or middle school, and we were like, is this Haley? And she was like, yeah. And we were like, would you wear shoes if you didn't have feet? And she was like, no. Then we were like, then why do you wear a bra? Then she cried and got the school involved. My friend David got in trouble.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was so mean.
Why'd you burn her for having little titties?
She was a bitch, to be honest.
Okay,
she was really mean, but
you didn't be cool to like accuse girls of not having pussies.
why do you wear underwear?
Yeah, why do you wear underwear? Yo, I heard Stephanie doesn't even have a pussy.
She's like a Ken doll down there.
Yeah, she's completely smooth. What's up, Stephanie Smooth Pussy? Shut up, I have a pussy. Stop telling people I don't have a pussy, bitch.
That would be cool. That would be truly cool.
Yeah, so I'm worried that there's going to be a drop off in the audience of this podcast after the election. You know?
Oh yeah, we are pretty political.
I mean, that's why people listen. You know, they need help deciding. You know, they're like, "Who the fuck is this? Who's this? Why is this Hillary bitch? Can't stop sending emails."
Is this the last
This
one
bitch
before the
loves
election?
dude.
Probably, yeah. It is. This is
Yeah.
the last.
Oh well, we have to fucking.
You gotta go.
We have to do a
It's
recap.
not the last one. What are you talking
Sunday, and then election's Tuesday, and then the next episode's Wednesday. This one's going up Sunday.
Saturday.
about? Sunday, Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
No, the election's the 8th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
Tuesday.
Oh, this is the last one before
This is
the
the
election.
last one before the
We have
election.
to do our big recap.
Well, first of all, I'm firmly with her. Nick is Trump, and Stav's undecided, right?
I'm undecided still.
Yeah,
I haven't.
so-
I'm not voting for Trump.
We,
I'm not voting for anybody.
Guys, sway me. Which one should I vote for?
I think you should.
I think you should write in the N-word. If people want to say that this country is becoming racist, you know, oh, look at all these people voting for Donald Trump. It proves how racist this country is. Let's show them really how racist.
be real racist.
Let's fucking
Yeah.
vote the N-word into the White House.
Yeah.
The word, not a specific
who gets
guy.
to be the president if the N-word
Yeah.
wins?
I love that, like, in 2008, like, the Obama inauguration, people selling shirts with, like, Obama and MLK shaking hands.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
says, dream achieved. And then 8 years later, it's like, well, there's a white supremacist. Fucking just completely backfired.
I remember, living in DC for 08 was like really fun, and then it was disappointing 6 months later. But there's a dude selling T-shirts on the street, like the bootleg T-shirt market in DC.
Oh my god!
Around inauguration was amazing. There's this one dude selling T-shirts that just said the Black House on it. It was it was a picture of the White House black. It was
My
so
favorite
fun.
one was a bedazzled one where it wasn't MLK. It was like it was literally I think Tupac.
Yeah.
I think it was like Tupac.
There's
and, like,
a lot of
there
them.
was so many.
There's one where it's like Obama, he's got boxing gloves on. There's like rhinestones in the boxing gloves, and then Floyd Mayweather's there.
Frederick Douglass is hanging out at
the
ringside.
Black House.
Yeah, it's Obama knocking out Frederick Douglass.
Oh man. Well, yeah. I mean, I just think that
Actually, you know what the best one was? Now that I think about it, the Obama as the Scarface.
Oh, yeah,
as the
that's-
Scarface poster Obama, because it's like that's Cubans, and it wasn't even a Cuban guy in that role.
no,
And
it's
also,
an Italian.
like, Scarface dies. Like, he fucking gets gunned down.
Yeah, Scarface
He's
is a
ultimately
bad guy,
failure
yeah.
and a bad guy.
It's a bad guy. It's a bad movie. I don't understand why people like it so much.
Yeah, we've covered that.
Yeah, we have.
But you know what? After watching it again, it's like it's a bad movie, but it's a bad movie because people like it so much. Like in the grand scheme
Yeah,
of things,
it's pretty
there's so
fun.
many. It's okay. It's
Well,
not
no
fun.
one
It's
that
kinda-
really likes it is like, well, it's bad, but Brian De Palma's doing some interesting stuff. They like it because it's like guns,
Yeah.
coke, fucking.
Yeah, I'm better than those guys because I do irony,
Yeah,
which is a lot different than actually.
liking anything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's true. It is very liberating to be able to not like anything.
Yeah.
You know, that's a very freeing.
Yeah. That's why
Proposition.
I can't go to sleep without white noise, or I'll accidentally hear my real thoughts.
Do you think Trump is like the original irony boy? Do you think he like started
No, of course he's
believing
not.
it?
He's not the original anything.
No, he sucks. He doesn't believe in anything.
He's an idiot. He really is.
He's not ironic.
He's a dumb guy. People give him too much credit for being
no, he
calculating
sucks
and
as a
shrewd.
guy. As a politician, he's great.
He's
really is
fun.
incredible.
Yeah,
He's
he's a lot of
But you're
fun.
judging him by those standards. It's like, you know, when people are like, Michelle Obama is so beautiful. It's like, is she?
yeah.
I mean, come on.
If she was
dude.
walking down the street, you wouldn't do a double
never
take.
in your life.
Well,
and you know
she's
what?
hotter than
it's
like
mostly
Lady
like,
Bird
you know what
Johnson.
it is?
Yeah,
You know?
I think
She
it's.
doesn't
I think a
the
lot of that
competition
too.
isn't that stiff.
It's fucking like
Hillary?
I have
you
some
hear
pretty
the
stiff.
people that are all about how beautiful fucking Michelle Obama is. It's usually like white girls that like are just sort of addressing some kind of internal racism they have about black women not being attractive, so they have to reiterate over and over again, she's like the most beautiful woman in the world. And it's like, you don't really think that. You're like overcompensating for the fact that you don't actually think that at all.
Right. She's a hot, like 50-something woman who dresses nice. Like, she puts it all together. She's also rich as hell. Like, being rich makes you hot. That's why like whenever every famous person is hot.
She dresses nice. She seems like a good mom, I guess. I don't know. I know now that it's out in the open, I know a girl that smoked weed with their kid, Malia.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah. Who?
Should I say? I can't say.
Yeah, you can say it. You brought it up.
That girl Jessie, she smoked weed.
Who the fuck is Jessie? I don't know Jessie.
A person named Jessie. Don't get bullied by Nick. What the fuck's going on?
I'm not gonna say
that. What are you saying?
She smoked weed with the president's daughter. It's pretty cool. I think it's cool if you could be the president's daughter in the White House and smoke weed.
There's never been a single hot politician other than that the Israel Nazi. What's her name?
She's fire.
Ayelet
Shaked.
Yeah, she's hot, but really only that one.
She's really not that hot. It's that one.
There's one picture where she's fucking banging.
It's like the Ukrainian lady with the Princess Leia braid.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, actually, the president of Ukraine's real hot, and then it's just in that one picture.
Right. Yeah.
And then also the Argentine. This is something I've studied extensively. Who's hot and also the head of state.
Yeah.
The Argentinian lady looked all right.
There's probably like Congress women that are hot.
No, none of them.
Nah.
Not a single one.
That's the funniest thing is like when you watch the state. When you watch
there
the
isn't,
state,
dude. I mean, like we've gone.
I would kind of smash Nikki Haley.
I would do Giffords, but only like while in the emergency.
Oh my god!
Okay.
The lady that got shot in the head.
Yeah.
And now she's like they like fucking parade her out every time they want to get a standing ovation. They're like, look, she's not dead.
I will only do it with her sexy new accent that she has.
She can't like. Her husband was an astronaut, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a different kind of astronaut.
Oh yeah, I'm about to blast off into where though?
I'm trying to. Yeah, the eagle has landed, and by the eagle, I mean my fucking dick and balls.
That's. I mean, when you
this is one small dick for a man, one giant leap for my fucking criminal record.
When you watch the State of the Union,
committing rape with a woman who was shot in the head.
Woo!
When you watch the State of the Union, though, like it is.
First of all, I don't watch State of the Union.
I mean, I don't watch it every year.
Sports, and guess what I'm watching instead? That's
MMA.
right, dude. I'm watching MMA. I'm watching fucking karate happen, dude. Even if it's not on, I'm paying homeless people to fight. I watch Real Man.
The second XXX State of the Union. Whenever
is that the one with Ice Cube?
Yeah, with Ice Cube.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't fuck Nikki Haley. By the way, I take that back.
She's whack, yo. She's ass. Yo, so
she's
basically, when you watch the State of the Union, it's fascinating to see like. Literally, Obama and maybe Paul Ryan are the only good-looking people in the entire race.
Martin O'Malley's in a
Martin O'Malley looks
smashed, dude.
Yeah. And Mitt Romney's in a track.
There are so many fucking Muppets, though.
Yeah.
That in elected office, like fucking John Kerry looks literally like a Frankenstein.
Yeah, he looks like dog shit, dude.
How the hell? Like, if you think it's like a how the hell? Ted Cruz is the ugliest person I've ever seen in my
Mac
life.
Tonight started melting. That's what John.
Yo, damn.
It's fun to do.
There's bitches in the world that are hot, dude. I'm looking at it right now.
Hottest heads of state.
Is this who you guys were talking about?
The Argentina lady.
Is that her?
She looked good.
Merkel's hot.
She's sturdy.
Yeah.
Hillary looked good.
Oh, Mara Carfagna from Italy. Oh, there's some dude in here.
I bet Merkel's got some serious cankles.
The mayor of Rome is fine as fuck.
Alina Kabeva in Russia.
She's
oh wait, Palin. You guys wouldn't fuck Sarah Palin?
Oh, I would fuck.
08 Palin?
I fuck Lisa Ann, dude.
No, she's like in that same category as
what's her name? Vagina Ravioli?
Raggy Vagina.
Yeah, she looked good.
Palin.
Nah, she looks like shit.
Gets smashed.
What do you mean she looks like shit?
I mean, she looks okay. Again, it's like you're judging on this politician scale.
Of course.
This is getting really misogynistic. I would like to say that I would fuck every woman in the world in the mouth and ass.
I agree. Yeah,
because you know what? That's
just the mouth
you know
and
the
ass?
fucking
Is
Matt
the pussy for
McGorry
love?
retard on Twitter. The fucking
Yeah, who is that guy?
He's
an
from
actor.
Orange Is the New Black.
He plays the not rapist security guard or fucking corrections corrections officer. But that dipshit, he posted some picture the other day. He's reading like a book by the fireplace. It's like how to eat pussy or whatever. And it's like, man, this is so fucking transparent. I mean, I guess he always has been, but
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I literally have that joke.
Didn't
my
he get a
Instagram.
tat of the female reproductive system with his dad? They
Yeah, I
both
think
got
he got-
vagina tattoos together.
Yeah, not vagina, fucking
like a uterus.
Uteri.
Well, that's
uteri.
synonymous.
yeah. You want a fucking
Yeah.
uterus?
The uterus is actually a myth. The vagina and the asshole are the same tube.
It's true. That is true.
When you come-
It's like feminist bullshit, this idea that women have kids and they're responsible for doing it. It's actually the man that has the kid.
Mhm.
The woman doesn't do shit. They're just trying to take credit for everything.
That
This
is
an
true.
interesting
They
take.
just, the man gets pregnant and then the woman just decides to get fat as shit for 9 months because she's got an excuse.
Oh, that was like one of my favorite
And then
jokes
the
in middle
stork
school.
brings the baby.
That
The male stork, by the way.
Male stork. Well, the female
we used to be like,
She's
yo,
having wine with her stork friends.
Yeah, not earning a living. He's out delivering babies. She's at home spreading rumors.
gossiping.
Staining her beak purple.
Fucking getting old as shit. Losing value in society. Eventually nobody wants to look at her legs. She tries to stay in shape, but it just makes her look worse. It's all sinewy. Like a pissed off skeleton. Walking around looking like beef jerky. This bitch got Slim Jims for legs. Who the hell dried out my
Get 'em.
cigars? Oh, that's that bitch leg. Look at he laughing. My man laughing because he know.
he know.
He know. He seen the bitch legs be looking like some fucking Slim Jim.
He laughing
Woo.
because he know.
Look at him.
Look at bitch legs so old they look like they got cartoon stink lines on them.
He laughing because he know. We've been talking about this for days, but that's the fun. That's one of the best ones, dude. That's on there in terms of tricks. As like, look at that tight ass shirt. He laughing because he know.
Oh,
We'll get a second laugh out of any terrible crowd work. If you combine those two, that's the that's. If you call someone's shirt little as hell and then say she laughing because she know to his girlfriend, standing O.
Yeah. How many more things do you think we're going to have to talk about
On this podcast?
On the totality of this podcast.
We're fucked. Yeah, I don't
We're
know.
fucked.
Yeah.
We got to start getting guests or something who are interested.
at a certain point, we're just gonna hang out and just hold microphones plugged into nothing.
Yeah. Well, I like that, everyone's like, I was like, I'm going to start a podcast, and people were like, well, what's it going to be about? I'm like, it's fucking retarded. You don't need to have it. It's just, you are a comedian. You should just have a podcast. No one's going to listen to it.
Right.
Yeah, and then fucking friends just say,
that's what I thought.
oh, yeah, good job
Right.
doing all the dumb
I
shit
thought
we're supposed to do. It's like a fucking website or whatever.
Yeah.
And then overnight, it became the most successful podcast of all time.
40
It's
million
true.
downloads.
Yeah.
Literally last hour.
And then,
Most of them illegal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, people are stealing the shit.
Stop
now.
pirating our shit, bitch. We I'm gonna call the fucking internet police on that ass.
Yeah.
We'll backtrace that ass.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do nothing of the sort. If you can figure out how to steal it, go for it. I'd say, because I don't understand how you can.
No,
Support,
I got a chip.
I don't understand how you
on
can.
every download.
You can be like a free speech advocate and believe in intellectual property rights.
Yeah, of course. You can't own ideas.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's literally the dumbest shit in the
guys,
world.
yeah.
We have some serious ideas.
But
though.
don't steal our shit. We're poor as fuck. We live in New York. Please. Student loans.
Yeah.
My dog's starving.
Some guy was like, "How's this podcast making $40,000 a year? That's almost double my salary." And it's like, man, don't reveal that about
fucking
yourself.
broke bitch.
Like I was literally unemployed for the most of last year, and I still somehow made like $20,000.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
I mean, I didn't work. I didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
You do nothing. You drive a truck 4 times a year, and you make that much.
Idiot.
You drive a truck badly 4 times a year. I might add. I'm very bad at driving that truck.
And they keep hiring you.
They do.
Truck boys,
It's
baby.
easier than finding somebody else.
So I guess we should talk about that movie Sully. People want to know about it. What's going on with this film? Welcome to the movie review segment of Cumtown. Sully is a action comedy drama starring Tom Hanks.
Comedy. I call it dramedy. That's something I call that.
Reprising his role as Captain Phillips.
Yeah.
In a movie where one man, one plane, one dream, one question, one pilot,
one pirate,
question mark. Pirate? Question mark.
2 titties.
Asian pilot. Is the pilot actually an Asian pilot?
Wow, I thought of a really funny Asian joke just now.
Well, it's like
they can't tell the difference between pirates and pilots.
That's what I was literally saying. So you didn't think of it.
God damn it,
I'm
dude.
saying something.
He just said it.
You're a fucking abject retard, dude.
At first, I didn't believe Nick when he said that you did this.
I did that as a bit.
I was like, there's no way.
I do it as a bit. It's a bit. It's actually like a really...
Adam will just repeat the exact same joke.
You're like, we're making eye contact as I'm saying it. Wait, I just thought of this.
Yeah, it wasn't even... I'm sorry, I didn't improve it.
Anyhow, we got to review the movie. That's why
I'm sorry.
People are listening. They want to know what the fuck is going on with this movie.
Should we just play the clip?
Yeah. No,
Roll the clip.
No, don't.
Roll the clip,
don't
dude.
Fucking sign me up for more editing shit I have to do.
No. Roll the clip. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Turner Classic Movies trademark presents Sully.
Oh, I'm Sully and I'm gay.
It's me, your co-pilot, Jack Coolington.
And I'm the flight attendant.
And I've had sex with her. I've had sex with that mannish flight attendant because I'm the coolest guy on the airplane.
Fuck. Fuck. I'm trying to do Boston.
It's coming out of Australia.
Yeah, I don't know why.
That'd be great if in Spotlight there was one guy that's like, crikey, all these priests done buggered the little boys. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm acting, mate.
I'm acting.
I'm acting. I'm a professional actor.
I'm acting. Bring. Oh, I'm gay. Oh, I'm a gay Irishman. I've never had sex with a woman.
I fucked my dad. I'm gay. Oh, that's why we love rainbows. We were the first gays. He's the Irish. You know, they say in the 1800s the Irish were the original faggots.
We're the gays of Europe.
Back then, the Irish were the faggots of Europe.
Oh, I love a big and juicy meaty cock.
We came over on ships.
That's funny. I love when you go. That's my favorite shit. Going to
you're the fags of Europe.
Yeah, they go to the Tenement Museum, all those like Irish need not apply things.
Yeah, shut up.
I would love to just gather a group of people and just see if I can sneak them out of there and be like, we're going on a tour now, guys. You know, this neighborhood was completely Irish, and back then the Irish, they were like the faggots of America. You know, so imagine how you think about now, just these guys running around, pausing each other up, getting AIDS. That's what syphilis was like for these papist pieces of shit. These disgusting fucking mix coming into this country. Excuse me, ma'am, don't interrupt me. Okay? Do not interrupt me.
This is her story.
Do you see my fucking vest? I am paid to be here by the city as an authority on the Irish in New York.
Honestly, fuck every Irish person that's like, we know what it's fucking like. It's like, dude, it was bad for 7 minutes, maybe. Like, 7 years, it was probably tough to be an Irish person.
Well, it was never worse than it was for blacks.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they tried to say that it was just...
And then in one generation, they all get